Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be starting a guided walkthrough for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, or Mystic Quest Legends outside the US. Now, sadly, there aren't really any current ports of this game, as I think the only port they ever did outside of the Super Nintendo main release was the Wii Marketplace, and that got shut down. So feel free to emulate it for now, not gonna see me cry over that. Now, a little bit of history. This game was released in the early 90s for the Super Nintendo. It was considered the beginner Final Fantasy and was made in an attempt to entice the Western audience to get into JRPGs. Trust me guys, you didn't have to entice us. We were already on board. This meant, however, simplified mechanics like no random encounters, simplified story, very similar to Final Fantasy I's first half, no equipment management, refilling chests. However, the level designs were up to be more involved, requiring gear for traversal and jump puzzles. Ooh-wee. Reception, however, was pretty mid across the board on release, but as a 90s kid myself, I actually kind of liked it. Thought it was kind of fun, and also that battle music, oh, chef's kiss. Plot-wise, we play as an adventurer named Benjamin who gets suckered into traveling the world and freeing the crystals of power from the darkness corrupting them and completing the Knight's Prophecy. In doing so, Benjamin will make many allies who will temporarily join his team. Yeah, no party management either here. Oh, and before I forget, there is a guide for this game, but whoever was in charge of the art direction, jeez, had no idea what they were doing. I mean, like, there's this game's art direction in the strategy guide, and then there's, like, Final Fantasy VI, Earthbound, just pure art. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past was amazing. What happened here, guys? I need answers. Now, like usual, in this walkthrough, we will be covering really just beating the game in general. Any secrets I know, there aren't many that I'm aware of for this game. And I'll have maps, enemy cards, just the usual jazz. This should just be a chill adventure. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. It's finally time to sit back, grab some snacks, and dive into this classic. Now, oh, right. Yep, you see all of them are, set to level 1 Benjamin here. Yeah, no save management either. So we're going to start a new one. Just a second here. I am going to go with Benjamin as that is our character's supposed name. Good enough. Oh god, we're all going to die. Here we are at the Hill of Destiny, the opening kind of tutorial prologue, I guess. Anyway, this old man here, we got to chat with him. And do note, we're on rails. I have no control what's going on here. Hey man, my village is gone. What on earth is going on? This place is gonna sink any second. Let's climb up, quick. Seems more like he's in hover mode, but alright, I'll hoof it. Oh god! Press the B button and jump across. Oh, okay, you got it, bud. Oh, nick of time. That is the slowest collapsing mountain ever. Oh, cool. Hey, what's that? Look over there. That's the focus tower, once the heart of the world. An old prophecy says the Vile Four will steal the power and divide the world behind 4 doors. At that time, the night will appear. The prophecy has now come true. 4 monsters have locked the doors of the focus tower and escaped with the keys. They're draining the light from the 4 crystals of the earth, and the world is in chaos. The people are in desperate need of help, so go help them. Benjamin, only you can save the crystals and the world. What? Me? I forgot that's what he said. Yes, you, Benjamin. Only you could be the knight spoken of in the prophecy. Oh god, look out, a monster! And welcome to our prologue boss fight that shockingly we can die in. In my test run, I died. If by chance you do die, just refuse to give up. A little pop-up will show up. Do you give up? No, yes, just hit no, and you'll restart the fight. It'll work that way throughout the entire game, so don't worry too much about that. Now, let's go over some of the mechanics here. At the bottom of the screen, there's 2 panels there, one for Benjamin, The other one is blank. That's for our temporary sidekick. We don't have one, so it's blank. Our health is the bar right now. I will be changing that to hard numbers. I hate the bar thing. I get confused by it. And then our equipped weapon is the sword. We get weapon options later on, but right now we're stuck with what we got. Now, enemy card wise, like usual, I have all the stats and everything. Green circle means the enemy is susceptible to that attack or ailment. However, a red X means they are immune, so it's not going to do anything. There is no percentage variation. It is either gonna land, not gonna land. Anyway, this boss here, the Behemoth, he has just one real attack called Horn, which just does physical damage. And attack-wise, we don't have any spells, we don't have any items, we just have to hit attack and hope that we don't miss too many times and die. Yeah, so he's gonna attack with Horn, 6 damage. We have a steel sword, we did 25. Now, one really cool thing about this game, besides the music in the battles, is that as we damage monsters, bosses, regular monsters, enemies of any sort... Ah, come on, don't miss, man. They will eventually hit thresholds and change their appearance and get more, like, degraded. Like, right now, we just, like, cut off his horns. This was so... Why did they not implement this in more games after they released this? This was a great idea. Like, look how cool that gets. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You guys let me know how cool you think that is. And also that noise when they just evaporate. I love that. Anyway, we lived. Seems I was right. At last I found a true knight. What? But you said you were sure I was the one. Well, actually it was more of a guess. Forget it. Just tell me where I can find the crystals. It's up to you to find them. This place is becoming dangerous. Follow me to the level forest. It just shrugs. Gotta get out of here. Who is that guy anyway? Welcome to the world map. It's kinda on a rail system. We don't actually get to walk around. You see the arrows there. We don't really have any option. We have to go to the level forest for now. Which, by the way, level forest really makes me think of the Neptunia games. Really reminds me of the early Virtua Forest stages where it's just, hey, learn how to do stuff. Just gonna make a quick save here. Now, customization here. I am going to, again, numbered health. I can't stand it otherwise. Jack up that speed, and then I'm going to change the window color to black. Makes it a little more easy on my eyes. Things are a little weird in this game. We don't have any items, but they're all listed out here eventually. We don't have any spells, but they will eventually make it here. As you can see in the bottom left, we don't have MP, we have spell points that get used every time we use a spell. Every time we level up, we get more points to cast more spells. It's very old classic Final Fantasy wise. Armor, we only have a steel armor, and there's 3 rows here, so we'll eventually get, I believe it's 4 pieces of different armor, but 3 variations of that armor, and they're always better, so there's no equipment management. It just gets auto replaced, so nothing to worry about there. Same thing with weapons. There are 4 different weapons and 3 different variations, and we can swap them at will. We don't have to select them in the screen. Status-wise, classic stats here. We get levels. However, one thing to note, when we get a teammate, they do not gain levels. They are stuck where they're at. Alright, enough jabbing. Let's get into the level forest. And this place looks depressing as all heck. Aren't forests supposed to be green? So before we talk to the old man again, I would like to bring up his portrait. Now this is from the actual strategy guide here. This is what he looks like in that guide. This is his description. A wizened elderly sage who seems to know about Benjamin and the future, or maybe not. We'll meet him time and time again. He likes to joke around, but always listen. Remember how Benjamin said his home was destroyed in the beginning there? I don't think that ever comes up again. So if you're looking for any story about that, you're not gonna find it. Alright, let's talk to the old man and get this going. Hey man, there you are. What do you think I should do first? Save the crystal of the earth! See you! Crying out loud. He's quick for an old fart. Now, there are enemies here, and they are on the world map. There are no random encounters. As you can see there by that sprite, that's an enemy. We cannot face any enemies at the moment, probably because we would die at only 10 health and no healing items. So I'm not going to cover them now. I'll cover them when we come back. But first, we got to talk to this old man. That boulder is blocking my way back to town. Would you shove it aside? Yep. Now, it may seem like we can't get past him, but remember, we can jump. So we can jump over the old man and then just move the rock. Thank you. If you want to get through this forest, find Kaeli and Foresta and show her this. There we go. We got a key item, the tree wither. There's literally nothing we can do with this, and the guidebook's description isn't very good either. It's not very flavorful. It just says, received from the guy you helped in level forest. Take this and show it to Kaeli. Maybe you'll get her to help you in your quest. Yeah. Now, something else, this here is a brown chest. There are brown chests which contain usable items, and then there are gold, more standard looking chests that have equipment, spells, just stuff like that. Now, brown chests like this will respawn when you go to the world map and come back in. And this one had 3 cure potions, which we don't get anything about how much it heals, but it's mathematically based depending on the person it's being used on's level, at a rate of level times 10. So if I used it now, it'll only heal 10 hit points. So kind of annoying. Anyway, we just want to head to the right. And now on the world map, you can see we have an arrow flashing. That means we can go that direction. And this is the town of Foresta, our only option. Now, I'm going to ignore this house right now because that will progress the plot, and we're going to go around and talk to the people. Hey, old lady. That monster can drain energy from a person. I'm really just a child. Okay, someone put Granny in a home. She's gone bonkers. What about you, old man? Strange trees are growing in the level forest. Okay. What about them? What makes them strange? Hey, old lady. The crystal of earth is to the north in the bone dungeon. Okay. Now, we can go in the water, but there's nothing in it now. Not really in a swimming sense, more in a walking sense, but we can hop on that stump and over talk to this old man. I've turned into an old man! Don't we all eventually? Now, if we come down here to the bottom right, you will notice there are some treasures we can't reach because of trees. We can't chop down trees yet. We'll get to that next episode. But in this building, we get some not old people for a change, and some treasures. So in here, we get more cure potions, and this guy here. Can you save all 4 crystals? That's apparently my job now. And then this lady here will allow us to rest in the bed, so we have a free inn. Hooray! So we have like no money. Speaking of money though, enemies do usually drop gold pieces, and it's not a lot. It's like 3, and I think it'll max out at 12, if I remember correctly. Just not a lot per enemy. You can buy items. There is a couple, not many, pieces of equipment to buy, but for the most part, don't bother farming gold. There's no reason for it. Anyway, in this top right tree house thing here with this is quite the rug. Anyway, old man, what do you know? Thank you for the help back there. Take the chest in the back. I would love to, but I can't. So to access that treasure chest, and since it's a gold one, it's got good stuff in it, we need to go across the bridge and hop across these stumps. And there we go, backdoor entrance, and in here we get the spell Cure. Yeah, we have to find literally every spell. Now, Cure will, heal HP, and when used on appropriate enemies who are weak to the zombie status, Cure in Life will do that. This is like typical Final Fantasy or JRPGs. Healing magic will hurt undead enemies. Keep that in mind, but there's, again, really no need for it. But yeah, that's how we find magic. Now that we've fully explored this town or Tree Fort Collective, I guess, let's head into the lower left room here. This is Kaeli's house. If you want, we can ignore the ladies and pick up more healing potions. Hey, how you doing? My husband Mac forgot his captain's cap. I hope nothing happens. I don't know that superstition. Anyway, the one we want is the one in green. This is Kaeli. Hey girl, hey, look at my branch. I'm Kaeli. There's a tree blocking the north exit of the level forest. I can chop down the tree, but monsters have kind of taken over the forest and I can't get to it. I can help you with that. Come on, let's go. Don't you dare take Kaeli anywhere dangerous. Listen, Mom, I'm gonna need you to chill. Hey, that tree wither looks awful. How much the trees must be suffering. Okay, you win. Well, that was an easy argument. Don't worry, Mom. And there we go. Just like Gimli, we have Kaeli's axe. Now, in the bottom right, you can see that there's an auto there. That means she will automatically act and function during combat, but we can change that with the Y button here by switching her to manual. Now we are in command, and trust me, that is the way to keep her. So let's actually look at what she's got here. Spell-wise, I think every NPC that joins you comes with the life spell, and it's just what you think. It will fully revive someone who falls in battle, but you can use it on characters that are not dead, and it will fully heal them to max health as well. Armor-wise, she has different stuff. The magic ring, and you can see by that symbol there, there's the thought cloud there. She is immune to silence, which is awesome, and she is strong against water and I believe petrify attacks. Weapons, she has the axe, so she's already stronger than us. 16 damage over our 12. Stat-wise, yep, this is her stats. She doesn't really get any better. Alright, that out of the way. Hey, I'm sorry about taking your daughter. Well, take care. Where's the fire and brimstone that she used to have? Oh, and before I forget, let's go over Kaeli's guidebook character card. Yeah, so that's what she looks like. I don't know what's going on with her fingers, but there they are. And she is described as a young woman of Foresta with powerful and special abilities, such as being able to talk with trees. She can also handle an axe with the best of them and knows some magic like the spell life. That's very on the nose for her. But before we continue on, because I had the big long rambling intro, I think I'm going to cut this episode short and clear the level forest in the next episode. So for now, this has been part 1 of our Mystic Quest guided walkthrough, where we had an introduction, we met a new BFF Kaeli, and we have our marching orders to chop down trees in the level forest, find some battle arenas, and meet a new companion. If you like the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.